This is by far the easiest side hustle that you can start right now to make money online. Now what I have on my screen right now is an Etsy store, and I want you guys to take a close look right here. The amount of sales that this store has, 30,800 sales. That's actually a very good amount of sales. Now what is this store selling? If we take a look at what they're selling, you can see that they have sweatshirts, shirts, more shirts, and a poster. So I'm assuming the main idea from the store is just clothing. But to go back to the amount of sales that they have, I want to break this down for you guys very quickly, and I want to show you just how much these guys are actually able to make from this one Etsy store. Now the very first thing we have to do is take a quick look at the pricing. So we can see that there are some items priced at $60, $49, $29, $6, and some even at $72. So if I want to get the worst possible case scenario in terms of how much these guys are making, let's get a rough average of the pricing. I'm going to put it as $20 because there are a lot of items that are priced higher than $20. So I think $20 will give us like the worst case scenario of how much these guys are making. So if we take out our calculator, and these guys have 30,800 sales times $20, we got 616,000. But this is not profit, obviously, this is revenue. On Etsy, the average profit is probably like 30%. So we're gonna do times 0.3, and we get 184,000. Now, this store in specific has been running for about 2 years now. So if we're gonna divide that by 2 to get 92,000, so that's how much they're making per year. And per month, divided by 12, you get 7,700, which is really not bad for an Etsy store, to be honest. Now in this video, I'm going to explain to you how you're going to be able to replicate this and do the exact same thing, but make sure you watch till the end of the video, because I'm also going to give you another method that you can use either side by side with this or by itself. I would personally recommend you do it side by side, because why not? Which will help you take full advantage of this side hustle. So to start off, we need to figure out how we can even make these products. Now we already have a good understanding that clothes are doing pretty well right now. So we're going to try to make our own pieces of clothing. And the website that we're going to be using to do this is going to be Printify, because it's pretty simple to do so. And they only make money if you make money, so it's practically free as well. So what we want to do is we want to head over to catalog, and here we have everything that we can use from Printify to sell over on Etsy. We can see that there is men's clothing, women's clothing, and even a bunch of accessories. But we already said that we're going to be doing clothes, so we're going to pick hoodies, because from what I've noticed, hoodies are always like the best sellers. On Etsy, TikTok, Amazon, everything, hoodies are always the best sellers. Now here, you're just going to pick the supplier that you want and the style of hoodies that you want. We're just going to quickly pick the best seller one, the first one. So we're going to click on that, and then scroll down, and you can just click on Start Designing over here. Now let's go back on Etsy and just get a better idea of the style of hoodies that we're going to be making. Now the thing that really caught my attention for this store specifically is the fact that they're selling sweatshirts with raw milk on it. Now I honestly never knew that this was even a market to begin with, but the fact that it is, it's even better. So now we're going to be replicating this and making our own raw milk merch. So we're going to head back over to Printify. Now just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a graphic designer, so the hoodie that I'm going to be making right now, don't think that I'm actually going to sell this. It's just for the sake of explaining to you guys how to use this website. Now the vision that I have right now on the hoodie that we're going to be making, I want to put some text on the front, and you can actually edit both the front side and the back side. So I want some text on the front and then a picture on the back. So for the text on the front, let's head over to text, pick whichever font that we want. So we're going to use this font over here, and then just edit the text, and we're going to write something like this, and then just edit, and then just make it smaller so it actually fits the canvas in the middle. If this can even work. And add another text. And then one last text for just a nice little winky face. Probably the most deformed looking winky face ever, but that's fine. It's gonna work. Now for the back of the design and the images, in my channel I've shown you guys a lot of different websites that you can use, like Leonard AI, Imagine.art. For this website, I never actually knew this, but they have an AI image right here that you can use. You give it a prompt, it works the same way as like Leonard AI. So we're just gonna quickly give it a nice little prompt. Cow drinking raw milk. Generate image. Hopefully the image that comes out of this one is actually pretty good. Yeah, I think this one's actually nice. So let's go on the back side, head over to AI image, put it here. And now let's just drag it on to make sure it fills up the entire screen. So now if you want to see what this actually looks like, just click on preview on the top right. You probably can't see it because my face cam's on it, but it's on the top right. Click preview, and then you can see the front and the back. And if you want to see it as more like a realistic picture, just click on realistic. And now you have a bunch of images that you can use on Etsy. So you have the front, the back, another one at the back, you have it folded, you have an actual person standing modeling for it, and a lifestyle picture. So So these are all very good pictures that you can use over on Etsy. I mean, personally, if you ask me, I think this design is actually very good. It took me like no more than 5 minutes to make, and I would personally buy it. I would pay upwards of $1,000 for this. But once you finalize your design, you're going to click on Save Product, and then head over to the My Products section and click on the product that you just made so you can edit the title and everything. So for the title, what normally works best on platforms like Etsy is just spam out a bunch of SEOs. Like, it's pretty much SEO on steroids. So if you look here, if you click on it, so the title for this one is just raw milk sweatshirt homestead apparel, gifts for her, raw milk shirt homestead. So what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this entire title and just paste it over here, but we're going to edit it. We're not just going to steal it and just not edit anything. So the part that I like is raw milk sweatshirt, and then homestead apparel for her, raw milk sweatshirt, homestead gift, and then just erase this bit over here, and then remove the gift for her section from over here, and just keep it as raw milk sweatshirt homestead apparel, raw milk shirt homestead gifts. And most of them just have like a bunch of more words, so we'll add something like cow hoodie, or cow sweatshirt, farmer sweatshirt, and just leave it at that. And for the description, majority of the times these people's descriptions kind of similar to what it auto-generated for us. Like, it gives like the fit and everything. This one has like the fabric, so that's also fine. We'll leave it as that. What we can also do is we can add a size table to the description. So if you guys want to do that, you guys can do that as well. And they also auto-generate the pricing for you. So they price it at $35.97, and the profit that you're making out of every single sale is going to be $14.39. And it also shows you how much it costs to produce the shirt. You can also edit this. You can put it to whichever price you want. And what we've seen on Etsy, the pricing is kind of like all over the place in terms of these shirts. Like, you've seen some that are going for like $70, some that are going for $50, $40. So I think $35.97 is a fair price. And now the only thing left for you to do is just connect it to your store. So you can connect it directly to your Etsy store and then go and make more products. So if you want to make a different style of hoodies, or the same hoodie, just different color, you can do whatever you want. The thing is, I have done Etsy before, but as some of you guys might know, there is a certain person in my household who also used to do Etsy, who was also very big on Etsy. And he got banned off of Etsy, and in the process of trying to get his account back, he got every other device in the household banned as well. So if I do ever figure out a way to get back on Etsy on any of my devices, I will for sure be trying out this method. But I did tell you guys as well that I'm going to give you another method that you can use side by side with this. So on Printify, you can obviously, just like I explained to you, you can connect it directly to your Etsy store, or what you can do is you can connect it to your Shopify store. And what they've also recently launched is you can connect it directly to TikTok Shop. Now, TikTok Shop is what I believe would be very, very good for this. Now, unfortunately, this is only for the people in the US. And some of you guys might know I'm not in the US. But if you've seen other videos on my channel, you know that I talk a lot about TikTok, especially Creator Rewards Program, because TikTok in general is just a very good platform nowadays that you can use to make money, or even just promote products in general. Now, because I'm not in the United States, anytime I want to do anything regarding TikTok to make money on there, I normally just buy accounts. And I've mentioned this in the past as well. For Creator Rewards Program, I do buy accounts to get into the program. And unfortunately, at the time when I used to buy the accounts, the website that I would get them from, they didn't have an option to where if you buy an account that's in the Creator Rewards Program, it's already in the TikTok Shop as well. Now they do. So now if you guys want an account that is already approved for TikTok Creator Rewards Program, already has 10,000 followers, is monetized instantly, and you also want it to have the feature where it is eligible for TikTok Shop, now you are able to get them. So I'll leave a link to this website in the description as well. Every website that I've used so far, I'm going to leave it in the description. And for this website, I'm going to leave a code in there as well that you guys can use to get a discount off of your purchase. Now, the reason why I think doing this on TikTok as well, side by side while doing it on Etsy, is going to be very good is because Etsy is already one organic form of traffic. You're not going to be paying for ads on Etsy. I have never paid for ads on Etsy, and I've still gotten sales on TikTok as well. You're not going to pay for ads either. Whether you go down the route of TikTok Shop or you go down the route of just posting organic content, you're going to be able to get sales organically through that. The reason why I think TikTok Shop is better is because it's kind of like Shopify integrated into TikTok. You don't have to post a video in order to get those viewers to click on your bio to then get to your store. People are able to buy directly off of your post, so it makes it 10 times easier to actually get sales on. There are two types of content that I can tell you that are going to be good. First one, pretty much all of the photos that you're getting, so all these photos over here, you can turn those into a carousel and just post them directly on TikTok. If you have TikTok Shop, like I said, you can link this directly to your TikTok Shop and all the products will be on there, and you can just post a carousel of all your products. The other option as well, you don't have to necessarily post pictures of the product. Post pictures about the niche of your product. So for example, the niche that we just picked right now, you can say is like the raw milk niche. On TikTok, I see videos every single day of people posting a carousel of the type of foods that they eat. You guys know all the raw milk people, they all love the grass-fed steak, the eating on wooden boards, the steak and eggs where they dip the steak in the eggs, and they just post like an entire carousel of that. And those videos, they get views because it's just a carousel. People are just swiping. You're obviously not making money off of it in terms of the creator rewards program, but the point of all of this is to get sales, not money from views. Now, I don't want this video to be an hour long explaining both TikTok and Etsy at the same time. So this one was more targeted as just Etsy with a little bonus of TikTok, just explaining to you guys that it is a good idea, that if you're doing it on Etsy, it's extremely easy to just promote it at the same time on TikTok. You're not sending people from TikTok to Etsy, by the way. All you're doing is you have Etsy over here, and another form of income as TikTok. If you guys want a full detailed breakdown in a separate video specifically for just TikTok, I'll buy another account that has TikTok Shop on it, and I'll show you guys how you can do it directly from TikTok Shop as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and if you guys have any questions about anything from this video, make sure to leave it in the comment section as well. But yeah, that's it.